New Black Wall Street Book Club. Evan Jefferson, brother, much love. Educating, elevating, because in knowledge is the power and we'll never give it up. Literature that's for the masses. Where to put your money down and how to watch your assets. Yeah, uplifting others is a passion. My brother Evan, he will turn it into action. New Black Wall Street Book Club. You should come read with us. Yeah, we comprehend and discuss. Yeah. We all just come together. There's no limit for us. Here comes your host, New Black Wall Street. Evan, take it away. New Black Wall Street. New Black Wall Street Book Club.
Why, good morning. You crazy, Mr. Nose. You thought I was a mannequin. Good morning. Thanks so much for tuning in this morning, people. Well, we know it's a terrific Tuesday. A great day to be alive. Great day to be black. I'm black and I'm proud. That's exactly what we're doing here, guys. We are going through actually our New Black Wall Street Book Club. I'm ERGJ, certified financial educator, founder of the New Black Wall Street, and also founder of the New Black Wall Street Book Club. And you guys want to follow us, all you got to do is just simply go over to www.nbws.us. It's newblackwallstreet.us, www.nbws.us. You want to find out more about New Black Wall Street. You will find out more about Club Millie, which is the Black investment group where we're helping 1,000 Black folks save and invest $1,000 this year. And you could be one of the 1,000. All you got to do is decide that you want to be a part of the Black wealth movement, because we are going to build Black folk empire, step by step, day by day, build stone by stone, brick by brick. We are going to rebuild what they call Black Wall Street. I call Black folk empire. Nonetheless, we're going to be going today through the lessons from the richest Black man in the world. Of course, we've been going through this book here for the past 2 weeks, I believe, and we're on to commandment number 8. We're actually going to finish up yesterday because we only had a couple more pages to go with commandment number 7, and then we'll move on to commandment number 8 today. So hopefully you guys are ready to rock and roll. You've come with your thinking caps on, with your pen and pad, ready to take some notes, ready to extract some of the wisdom from the richest Black man in the world. Well, today's episode is sponsored to you by ERGJ Black Bazaar. And of course, I do want to let you guys know that there are sponsorship packages available for this show. If you want to get your stuff out there, you want more people to see more of your stuff, you want us to help you sell more of your stuff, you want more support from your own people, well, you're going to have to spend a little money. At the end of the day, I mean, it's just like advertising. You want more people to see your stuff, you spend a little bit more money. And so if you want to do that on this show, you want your stuff highlighted, your product or your service, well, why don't you make sure you reach out to me. We'll talk to you guys about our sponsorship packages that are available. They're actually coming out on Friday, but I do know the price levels. I do know what we're able to offer. In case you don't know, I do have a daily show, and I also have 4 exclusive shows. So the daily shows are New Black Wall Street Book Club. We have Black Man Monday. We have Black Woman Wednesday. We got He Say, She Say on Sunday. And I got to figure out when we're going to be bringing back what day and what time the Black Business Home Shopping Network. That's right. So we have 4 exclusive shows and also a daily show where your stuff could be highlighted for other people to see what it is that you bring of value to the marketplace. Well, because no one sponsored the show, I sponsor the show. ERGJ Black Bazaar, you can find us at ERGJ Black Bazaar, where we bring African imported products and Black-owned products to your community. Before I go any further, I want to say hello to everybody that's in the New Black Wall Street. That's over at Black Enterprise. That's over at Atlanta Black Business Network as well. Come on over and interact with us and have a plum pleasing time on my personal page where we are broadcasting today. For everyone who's watching right now, I see a few people watching. Go ahead and say good morning. I mean, salutations, my people. Be considerate. A little web etiquette. Good morning. You know, don't you say that to people when you see them in the morning. Good morning. How are you today? Thanks so much for being here. Go ahead, just be kind. Be nice. Be considerate. Say hello to your brother. At any rate, I want to let you know a few things that we have available at the Black Bazaar. I want to make you aware of it because I carry so much stuff. It's hard for me to, that's why we got to bring the Black Business Home Shopping Network back. Now I want to make sure that you're aware of some things that are available. So I'm going to show you a collection. What's up, Donovan, Mr. King? You coming up here today? Or we need to talk. I don't know whether you're coming or not. We'll bring you a collection of what we have available. Make sure that you guys are aware. First, I want to show you the African Black soap. It is the liquid soap. It's from Doodle Osum. We're going to show you the Doodle Osum collection. The African Black soap here. It's got your hand blend. It's got pure, all natural ingredients and healing herbs from tropical rainforest. Healthy, rich, creamy, and softens, lathers, softens, your skin and turns your skin silky smooth. No artificial colors, biodegradable, no preservatives. Is made in actually made in Nigeria. So you have your liquid African black soap available to you. You can get this bottle here for $9.99. So you want to switch, get away from all that stuff that ain't good for you, and you want to get into stuff that is made for you. You see, made for you, black folk. The African black soap, you want to get that, pick that thing up today. Also, one of our best sellers that we have is the Raw Shea Butter Healing Lotion. 100% all natural, herbal, right? It's got your aloe vera, your ginseng, and your shea butter in it. And this right here has been a very popular item. Whenever we put this on people, it doesn't have much of a scent. So it's really, it has a smell, a nice fragrance, but it's really very light. And people really like it, especially if you have some, some stuff going on with your senses. You don't need all that fragrance. This is going to be what you need right here. The 100% all natural, herbal, raw healing shea butter lotion. You can pick this up again also for $9.99. Now I'm showing you the whole collection because, of course, when we show the collection, that means that when you get the whole bundle, you're going to be able to get a deal. Okay. So what's next? I just showed the red shea lotion, oil and moisturizer. People sleep on this. Your oil and moisturizer. Okay. What I like about this is that it takes care of all of your oil needs. Scalp oil, massage and body oil, cuticle oil, bath oil, hot oil. You can literally take this and you can take some of your essential oils that you like, drop your essential oils in it, and you can make your own oil. You see what I'm saying? So whatever you wanted to use it for, whether you was in massage therapy, you want to use massage oil, whether you need to treat your scalp, you can go around smelling good and your peppermint and your lemon and all that other stuff. You can literally make your own essential oils by having a base. And that's what you can do with this, along with all the other stuff you need. Your cuticle oil, nail techs could use this. Who else? If you wanted to soak in the bath, you can use this bath oil, hot oil. If you wanted a hot oil massage, whatever y'all need that for, you can just lather yourself up, be all shiny bricks. People sleep on this. I'm telling you, this is probably one of the best items that people don't really understand the use of oil for your base instead of water base and things like that. So if you're saying I need oil, you want it to last on your skin longer, this is your base, the oil and moisturizer. Get that for $9.99. What's going on, Terry? How are you? Good morning. Okaya, Namika. I don't know how to say your last. Mojo Knows is in the building. I also want to let you know about the natural shampoo. This has been a very hot item as well. The 100% natural shampoo from Dudo, so 100% pure. It's got antibacterial tea tree. Also, it has the neem oil in it as well from the neem tree, the African neem tree, and herbs. So this is your 100% natural shampoo made for black folk. By black folk. Is made in West Africa, I believe. Yes, this one is made in West Africa. And then, of course, we have the moisturizer, the Raw Shea Butter Moist Conditioner. I'm sorry, the conditioner, 100% natural, antibacterial. It's got the tea tree oil, the African neem oil, and herbs in it, made in West Africa for black folk, by black folk. You see what I'm saying? So, now here's the deal. We've shown the conditioner for $9.99. We showing the shampoo for $9.99. We showing the oil and moisturizers most people sleep on for $9.99. We showing you the lotion for $9.99. We showing you the liquid black soap for $9.99. Now here's the deal. You can get the whole bath, body, and hair combo for $40. You get all of this for your hair, your bath, and your body for $40. Okay? So if you want all five, you want your liquid black soap to lather your body up. You want your Raw Shea Butter lotion to silky smooth your skin, get all the ass, take care of all the ass after you get out of the shower and you dry off. You want the oil and moisturizer for you to soak in and for you to make your base and for you to massage in. You want the shampoo to get all the stuff out of all the dirt out of your hair and out of your beard. And you want that conditioner to make sure that hair sits nice. Then you can get all of that for $40, okay? And all that can be found at the ERGJ Black Bazaar, where we're bringing African imported products and black-owned products to the community, making it easy to practice group economics. Everybody putting comments low, easy. Making it easy. You don't have to go nowhere. All you got to do is just click, buy, and it'll be at your doorstep ASAP Rocky. All right, so let's get right to what we need to talk about today, guys. As we're going through Dangote's 10 Commandments on Money. This is the book that we found. We found this gem. And they say if you put it in the book, black folk won't find it. Well, we found it and we reading it. 10 Commandments on Money. Now, we're going to pick up yesterday where we were in chapter number, commandment number 7. I'm going to finish that chapter, and then we'll start on commandment number 8. We'll get as far as we can, and then we will move on. So commandment number 7 was go into manufacturing. Everybody put in the comments below manufacturing. Go into manufacturing. He was charging us, black folk, to get into manufacturing. Matter of fact, he's just saying the same thing that many of our economic leaders have been saying for a while. We need to produce stuff. We need to make stuff. Not just trade it, not just get it from China or Thailand or India. We need to actually make it. Don't just design the t-shirt, make the t-shirt. Okay? So let's get right to what we're talking about today. He says, I'm encouraging every Nigerian businessman with the wherewithal to go into manufacturing. The truth is that there's a lot of money in manufacturing. However, it requires patience. Everybody put in comments a little patience. Going into manufacturing is like farming. There's a time to sow and a time to harvest. You don't sow and harvest at the same time. Why most Nigerians don't like going into manufacturing is that they want where they can sow and harvest at the same time. But manufacturing does not provide such an opportunity. That is why they are into things like importation and trading. But the fact remains that for you are to be categorized as a real businessman, you have to be a manufacturer. Fact is that for you to be categorized as a real businessman or businesswoman, you've got to be into manufacturing. Importation is what every Tom, Dick, and Harry can do. There's no big deal about it. As a trader, the best way to go into manufacturing is to go into the manufacturing of the product you are importing and trading on. If you do this, the only challenge will be to convince your consumers that the one you are producing here is as good as even better than the one you are importing. If you go into the production of the product that you have been trading on, you will not have much work to do in terms of sale because you already have your network. However, as I said earlier, while manufacturing is a money spinner, you should have it at the back of your mind that it takes a while before the money will begin to come. Before you begin to make real money from manufacturing, it would take at least 4 years. That's why I said you need to be patient. Impatience and not the environment is a main factor discouraging Nigerians from going into manufacturing. Good morning, Hope. How are you? If we can learn how to be patient, Nigeria will be like Japan in a short while. If we can learn how to be patient, Black America will be like white America in a short while. If we can learn to be patient, apart from bringing money to the manufacturer, manufacturing also helps the economy by creating employment. Black folk, you get into manufacturing, you can employ your own people. If you're engaged in importation, all you need is a warehouse and 2 or 3 salespersons. However, if you are into manufacturing, you will employ machine operators, factory workers, marketers, drivers, clerks, accountants, and so on. By giving jobs to these people, you are helping to reduce unemployment in your country. You're also helping to reduce the crime rate in the society. At the same time, you're helping to boost the economy. If your products go beyond the stores of the country, you're helping to generate foreign exchange for Nigeria. Have you seen the reason government takes manufacturers serious? Government sees them as partners in progress. Today, I have over 10,000 workers who directly work for me and millions indirectly depend on our products for their livelihood. This is possible because we are into manufacturing. Had it been that we are only engaged in trading, we would not have employed more than 1,000 people. What's good, Ron? How are you, brother? Good morning. I nodded and said, but some people complain that one of the reasons they don't want to go into manufacturing is because of the capital. They say that banks in the country don't support long-term projects like manufacturing, that the banks prefer giving loans to importers who would pay back the money within 3 months. My teacher thought for a while and said, well, I don't want to disagree with them completely, but I know that the blame should go both ways. The truth is that some people who want to borrow money for long-term projects go to the banks with proposals or letters of intent. But banks would naturally prefer people who want to go into manufacturing to tell them, look, I've acquired land and bought a machine, and now what I need is money to start production. That will make it easier for the banks to grant a loan because they have seen that you are serious. Here's my question to you today, black folk. Are you serious? See, what he just said was that when they propose or they go to the bank and they don't go with just an intention on what they are wanting to do, they actually go with what they have done and what they need to finish what they want to do. Let me repeat that again. They don't go with the intent or the understanding or the belief or hope of what they want to do. They go showing what they have done and what they need to complete their project, not start their project. I want you to really understand what he just said. That when you approach an investor, everybody put in the comments below approach. And when you approach an investor and you show them what you have done, in other words, what you've already built, and you go to them and say, here's what I need to finish, instead of here's what I need to start. That's the difference between people who get approved right away, people who get all the money that they're asking for. This is why Shark Tank is so important, because Shark Tank continues to show people that when you have actually started something, when you have already sold something, that they're more willing to invest in you to help you finish your dream, not investing in you to start your dream. So my question to you today, black folk, have you started your dream? Or are you waiting on somebody else to give you capital to get started? Have you begun on your dream? What are you waiting on to get started? See, if you wait on other people, you're going to be waiting forever. And you may never start on your dream. So the banks would naturally prefer people who go into manufacturing to tell them, look, I've acquired land and bought a machine, and now what I need is money to start production. That will make it easier for the banks to grant loans because they have seen that you are serious. But a situation where you walk into a bank hall armed with letters of intent without any structure, they may not take you serious because anybody can come with a letter of intent. Before you walk into a bank to ask for a loan for a long-term project like manufacturing, you ought to have done the preliminary work with your own capital. I raise my hand and ask the question, what happens in a situation where one has an idea of what to manufacture but has no capital to go into it? That's a very good question, my teacher replied. What you should know is that manufacturing is not a recreation center where one can wake up and walk into. Even so, there are restrictions in some restriction centers these days. Manufacturing is also not a fantasy. It is a real deal. Before you decide to go into manufacturing, you ought to have raised a reasonable amount of capital. That is why most people transform from trading to manufacturing. Though I'm not holding briefs for the banks, I feel that if you are able to convince them beyond every reasonable doubt that you want to go into manufacturing, they will come to your aid. However, you cannot convince them with pieces of paper alone, but with what you have on the ground. I really need you guys to understand this. You cannot convince them with pieces of paper alone, but what you have on the ground. And I believe the richest black man in the world is asking you today, what do you have on the ground? And I like to say it like this. And this is what I continue to ask you, implore you to ask of your so-called leaders. What have you built? See, stop being moved by pieces of paper, degrees on the wall, all this stuff. What have you built? Everybody put that in the comments below. What do you have on the ground? What have you built? All this money in the black community. No schools. No police force. No universities. What have you built? Except for yourself. No hospitals. Think about it. All this money flowing through the black community, flowing out of our hands, $1.2 trillion, so to speak. We don't have a black March. We don't have an African town. What have you built? What do you have on the ground? That was commandment number 7, guys. We're going to move into commandment number 8. Try to get through a little bit of it today. Of course, we'll pick it up tomorrow. Commandment number 8 is simple. He says this: believe in Nigeria. And I believe that he's basically saying believe in your own people. Everybody put that in the comments below. Believe in my own people. And see, unfortunately, the black community has been so brainwashed and programmed and conditioned and socially engineered to believe that white people are better than black folk. You believe more in white America than you do black America. And that's not everybody, but that's the general consensus. And unfortunately, we sick, boss. We think their water is cleaner. We think their ice is colder. Believe in your own people. My 8th lesson, which was on believe in Nigeria, took place in March 2008, just after my teacher was named by Forbes as the world's 334th richest man with an estimated net worth of $3.3 billion. According to the American magazine, famous for tracking the wealth of world's billionaires, Dangote was Nigeria's first ever dollar billionaire, as well as the richest black African. The magazine traces source of wealth to sugar, flour, and cement manufacturing. The other blacks on the Forbes list and their net worth were Muhammad Al-Amoudi, $9 billion. Oprah Winfrey, $2.5 billion. Mo Ibrahim, $2.5 billion. And to Patrice Motsepe, $2.4 billion. Matter of fact, all of these people are in my book that's coming out on print right now, the Black Billionaires Club. Be out. You want to get that book, just go to www.theblackbillionairesclub.com. I just mentioned quite a few names that you've never heard of, black folk who are billionaires. And I just believe that if you want to be wealthy, you should study wealthy people. Matter of fact, if you want to be black and wealthy, which you are black and hopefully you'll be wealthy, you'll study black wealth. And we got some black wealth going on today in 2017 that you ain't never heard of. So why not put a book like that in your library? Why not give a book like that to your children to read? Not gonna get it every year. We got Black History Month. We don't study black wealth. Every year went by for 30 years before I heard about Black Wall Street. Every year, something is wrong. We can't depend on other people to teach us about us. We can't depend on other people to capture our history. Because we know what they do. They whitewash the history books, make it seem like they almighty. Something is wrong. Going through the list, I saw a lot of ups and downs as well as developments that should inspire and raise one's hopes. You see that? Going through the list, I saw ups and downs as well as developments that should inspire and raise one's hopes. Everybody put in the comments below, raise my hopes. I was inspired by the fact that only 16 years after the collapse of the communist Soviet Union, Russia had produced $87 billionaires, had become the country with the highest number of billionaires in the world after the United States. Russia dethroned Germany that had 59 billionaires. The emergence of Russian billionaires just after 16 years of communism, a system that doesn't allow individual ownership of property, can be described as one of the wonders of the modern world. The Russian example goes a long way to confirm my strong belief that we as Nigerians and as Africans and as black folk can sooner rather than later overcome our teething problems and make a quantum leap to the world stage as a force to be reckoned with economically. My strong belief that we as black folk can sooner rather than later overcome our teething problems and make a quantum leap to the world stage as a force to be reckoned with economically. A force to be reckoned with. Now, I want to take a moment right now and think about what does that look like. I want you to imagine when black folk get their money up and they become a force to be reckoned with economically. Now, when I say get your money up, that's individually, but then once you get your money up, you got to collect it. Group economics. What does that look like? When black folk pull their money together and they become a force to be reckoned with economically. Just imagine. We take that $1.2 trillion, 1.7, whatever it is. We pull that stuff together and we become a force to be reckoned with economically. The emergence of Russian billionaires also goes a long way to confirm the saying that it is not always how long, but how well. In terms of development, Africa is today at the stage which Europe was 400 years ago, and America about 250 years ago. That, however, does not mean that we cannot join their league in the next few years. After all, we don't need to reinvent the wheel. I was equally inspired by the blacks that had joined the Dollar Billionaires Club, a book I wrote about. God, you don't say that you're inspired by the black folk who have joined the Black Billionaires Club. I mean, I don't know. When was this book written? Did you know that I was going to write a book about the black billionaires before I wrote it? This is 2011. And he's talking about a book that I wrote in 2017. And he was inspired by the black folk who had joined the Black Billionaires Club. Now, I want you to really understand what he's saying. He didn't say that he was talking bad about the black folk. He didn't say that a black folk who built wealth were part of the Illuminati. He didn't say that they were part of the Black Boule. He didn't talk none of that wee sickness in his voice or his conversation. He was inspired by black folk that had risen to the depths of the $1 billion club, who had taken their life and had transformed it to a place that was phenomenal, to be able to overcome and to build wealth. He was inspired. He wasn't trying to pull him down. He was inspired by the blacks who had joined the Black Billionaires Club, which until recently was exclusively preserved for the whites. Again, I was inspired by the large number of young billionaires, among them Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg, who should be the youngest self-made billionaire in history. He was just about 7 years older than me, and he had already made a big impact on the world stage. I told myself that since he could do it, I could equally do it. I'm aware that there's a lot of vacuum in the world waiting to be filled, and if I can fill just one such vacuum, I'll be in his league or even above him. All that is required is hard work, study, focus, and a bit of luck. All that is required is hard work. Everybody put this in the comments below. Hard work, study, which too many people don't want to do. Hard work. Can't find people that want to work. Providing all this opportunity for people to get that money, but they don't want to work. Hard work, study. I've been studying money for 10 years. Study. Are you studying your craft? Are you a leader in your field? Study. Focus. How do you focus? You got to get all the stuff, all the distractions out of your life. Focus on what it is that you want to accomplish and do. Have a straight edge, a straight view of where you want to go. No more turning to the left or to the right. The only place you are going is forward. Focus. Then he said a little bit of luck. And I just believe that luck is where opportunity meets preparation. You don't want to be prepared. You don't want to be in a position where opportunity comes and you're not prepared. You want to be in a position that you're prepared whether opportunity comes or not. Hard work, study, focus, and a little bit of luck. This lessons from the richest black man in the world. On the low side, I was not happy that Bill Gates was dethroned from the pinnacle of the world's richest men. And being there consistently for 13 years and seeing the world, including my humble self, had become used to him being there. His dethronement only confirmed the truth in saying that the only thing that is constant in life is change. The only thing that is constant in life is change. Change is going to happen. Are you ready to accept the change as it comes? Indeed, significant change had taken place. However, had it been that Mr. Gates had swapped position with his friend Warren Buffett, I would not have been bothered much. But he was pushed to third place by the Mexican telecom tycoon Carlos Slim Helú. Forbes had put their net worth as of March 2008 as follows: Warren Buffett, $62 billion; Carlos Slim, $60 billion; and Bill Gates, $58 billion. Bill Gates and Warren Buffett had endeared themselves to me because of their Bill and Melinda Foundation, which is bringing succor to the millions of the downtrodden across the world. Succor. Oh, vocabulary word time. Succor. Now, I believe that's going to be philanthropy of some sort. Let's put this word up, see what you guys can find for me. Succor. S-U-C-C-O-U-R. Succor. Word of the day. Vocabulary time. Ding, 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 ding. Somebody find out what that means. Succor. I think it's philanthropy or charity or something. Which is bringing succor, happiness, help. I don't know. To the millions and the downtrodden across the world. How does it feel being the richest man in Africa? I asked as my teacher came and joined me at the table. Since the news broke, the few times I had set my eyes on him, I had watched him closely to see the effect of the news would have on him. That's help and aid. All right, thanks so much, Robin. It was something like that. Succor, help and or aid. Thank you so much. Help or aid. I watched him closely to see the effect the news would have had on him. Oh, okay. But the impression that I was getting from his body language was that there's no big deal about it. We're on a business trip to Dubai when the results of the ranking was released, and I expected him to at least toast a bottle of champagne, even though he is not a loud person. However, he carried on as if nothing much happened. How would you feel if you score the highest rank in JAMB? He fired back. I blushed and my mouth began to taste as if I wanted to have malaria. That is not a good wish, I told myself. I would be scared. I replied straight from the bottom of my heart. Why? He demanded. Because it will keep me on my toes, being fully aware that people will be expecting quite a lot from me. They'll be watching me to see whether I got the score on merit or through other means. It therefore means that I cannot afford to slip. I have to keep on being number one. So it's an enormous challenge. He nodded and said, that is exactly how I feel, being the richest man in Africa. I see it as a wake-up call, not only to me, but to all Nigerians and all Africans. The first line of our national anthem says, "Arise, O compatriots." That is what the Forbes ranking is telling every African. I see it as a challenge to work harder, to redouble my efforts. As you can see from the list, there are still more heights to climb. But one happy thing is that Africans have begun to make the list, and we hope that it would be a permanent one. So I feel that Forbes just wants to wake us up to the fact that we Africans, that we black folk, that we in America have to work harder because we are the future of the world. That is my total perception of the ranking. Listen to this. He said that the Forbes list just wants to wake us up. It could be that this book that I wrote, The Black Billionaires Club, just wants to wake us up to the fact that we as Black Americans really have to work harder because we are the future, not the past. It's to wake up the Black youth to the fact that we as Black folk have to work harder because we are the future. As I said earlier, one thing that I'm happy about is that Africans are breaking into the list of billionaires. I strongly believe that in the next few years, many other Nigerians will make the list. I'm confident that in the years to come, Nigeria alone will boast of $100 billionaires. Then if the billionaires were asked to stand on the road, I would look at my right and say, Oma Bawa. Look to my left and say, Megida, ya. And behind me say, Nana Kedu. I don't know what all this stuff is. Probably some, I don't know what, Swahili, I don't know what that is. Potentials are there. What we need is to harness them through the right attitude. That now brings us to today's lessons, which is on the need to believe in Nigeria, or the need to believe in your own people, or the need to believe in Black folk. This is the erroneous belief that Nigeria is a land that devours its inhabitants, that it is the land of hunger and strife, despite its abundant human and natural resources. It is because of this that those who are leaving Nigeria for other countries say that they're going for greener pastures. This belief is not only erroneous, it is also unfounded, because no country in the world is greener than Nigeria. Nigeria is the land that is flowing with milk and honey. Nigeria is a developing country, and as such, there are many new grounds to break. You and I have a lot of value to add. But if you go to Europe or America, where every aspect of the economy has been exploited to the fullest, what use are you going to be there? I want you to really take away what he just told his apprentice, that you and I have a lot of value to add. Everybody put in the comments below, I have value to add. You and I have a lot of value to add. Now, as you type that, I really want you to think about, what value do you add? And I really want you to really take a moment to think, to ponder, to contemplate, not what Black America can do for you, not what your church can do for you, not what your fraternity and sorority can do for you, not what Black folk can do for you, but what you can do for the community. What value do you add to your community? And the reason why I think it's important for us to think about this and to talk about this and to discuss this, because maybe you woke up this morning thinking about what you can get instead of thinking about what you can give. You think about what's in it for me instead of what do I bring for others. What value do you add to your community? And also, what value does your community see in you? See, you can't say you add value to your community, but you never spend any time in your community. You can't say you add value to your community and they never see it because you're never present. In other words, you got to get in your community and you got to show up in your community and start bringing value to your community. You can't be wondering why people don't support you when you don't support them. When the only time you come around is when you got your hand out. And it's not to give, it's to take. What value do you bring to your very own community? Believe in Black folk. Well, guys, we're going to stop right here. We'll pick this up tomorrow on the New Black Wall Street Book Club as we're going through Dangote's 10 Commandments on money. Right now, we're in commandment number 8, where he's telling us to believe in Nigeria, but more so, he's telling us to believe in Black folk, believe in our own people, believe in your community, believe in your country. Black folk in America, it's time to rise up. You and I add value. But too many of us are always looking to see what we can get instead of what we can give. And until that philosophy, that attitude, that attitude in the mind, until that shifts and changes, you start giving, you start pouring into your very own community, nothing's going to change. Too many of you are waiting on somebody else to come into your very own community and change something. Too many of you guys are looking at what's going on TV or these celebrities making all this money and wondering why they're not doing something. My question to you, why are you not doing something? Why are you not taking your 2 pennies or your $2 or your 200 and doing something? Why are you not cleaning up your streets? Why are you not getting these boys off the streets? Why are you not getting these girls out the club? Why are you not doing something? Always pointing the finger at what you can't control, but never taking accountability for the things that you can. And I'm telling you, the one thing that I know that you can control is yourself and what you decide to do every day. I believe that if you just do that, your life is going to be just fine. You're going to be satisfied because you're making a difference. You're going to feel significant because you're starting to see your very own community prosper off of your efforts. What are you doing? Stop worrying about what everybody is not doing and concern yourself with what you are not doing. You change that, and I believe you're going to change the world. Well, guys, what I like right at this time is I like for you to share in the comments below what you took away from today. What did you learn? Right? We're not here to entertain you. We're here to build. We're here to empower. And so hopefully there's some things that you took away from the richest black man in the world today that's helped change the way that you think so you can change your life. That's what the New Black Wall Street Book Club is all about. So I just decided I was going to start waiting on people to read, and I was just going to read with them. And hopefully they'll start taking some things away. They'll start to find value in reading and educating ourselves. What is your takeaway from today? Why you type that, guys? I know I talk faster than you type. I do want to let you know today's show is sponsored by the ERGJ Black Bazaar. We're bringing African imported products and black-owned products to your doorstep, making it easy for you to practice group economics. And we know what we should do. Grandma said that grown folks don't need to be raised. They know what they should do. We know we should support our own. We know we should circulate our dollars whenever feasible. My question to you is, what are you using today to wash your hair? What are you using today to lather your body? What are you using today to oil up yourself? Is it something from black folk, or is it something from your oppressor? Well, you got the opportunity to change that because we got the liquid black soap that I mentioned to you. We got your oil and moisturizer. We got your shampoo. We got your conditioner. And we have your lotion. All made by black folk for black folk. And the question is, are you going to make the switch and finance your own freedom? Or are you going to keep using products that's going to continue to finance your oppression, or in other words, financing white supremacy? So you don't understand that your money is financing white supremacy. The very thing that you complain about, you finance every day in your buying decisions. Are you going to buy from your own people, or are you going to be the hypocrite? Something to think about. Now you get the whole combo for $40, or each bottle is $9.99, and we get that thing out to you ASAP Rocky. Well, guys, I see we got a couple of quotes here. He says, Robert says this. He says, love who you are, live outside of yourself, and never settle for what the world expects of you. That's what he learned today. Mr. Knowles said this. He says, I learned I have to believe in my people and work hard because we are the future. Focus on where I need to go. You absolutely have to go there. The whole world is waiting on you to get to your destination. The Cyrus says this. He said, believe in me, my people, and use your passion to add value to the community. Biggest way is through manufacturing. And Ms. Rucker said this. I've learned that you have to build something. 30, 40, 50, 60 years of work and haven't built anything, all the money that flows to your hand, in 40, 50, 60 years of work, and you ain't built nothing? A shame. A shame. Well, guys, ERGJ, certified financial educator, founder of the New Black Wall Street. If you want to pick up any of these products that we mentioned to you, also, if you want to shop even further, just go over to the Facebook page, ERGJ Black Bazaar. You'll find more products that we have available. We just showed you a couple today to let you know that we got the stuff. We got the goods. And we want to make sure that you are shopping for us, by us, and you continue to circulate your dollar. Well, guys, I want you to remember this, man, that it takes a village, but it starts with us. Let's build Black wealth together. Guys, have a terrific Tuesday. Catch up with you soon.
It's the New Black Wall Street Book Club. Black Wall Street. With your host, Evan Jefferson. It's time for us to go. Yeah. Now, you ain't got to leave the computer, but we encourage you to get out there and learn and apply all the things you learn at the New Black Wall Street Book Club. Yeah.